Okay, so my name is Patricia Island. I want to welcome each and every one of you all to the call tonight.
Now,
If you don't mind muting your call, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay. All right. So, welcome to the call tonight for our Vision Mastery. This call is going to be so amazing. Like, I was excited. I know we just got off of another call, and the person that I'm going to introduce to you, Mr. Jason L. Scott, like I said earlier, he knows all the facts. The one thing about the Vision Mastery call, it's going to help you with your mindset. So, for whatever reason, I was exceptionally excited because to take our business to the next level, you have to have your mindset right. You can know all the facts about the products, but if your mind isn't in a space to be able to deliver the information and be able to step up our leadership, then our business will not grow. So, without further ado, I want to bring to you all Mr. Jason L. Scott. I actually had to step aside. I'm around a lot of other flight attendants. I take my business very serious. And when he told me to open up the mic, the one thing I wasn't going to do is have distractions. So we have to, if you have distractions, you got to get away from the distractions. So Mr. Jason L. Scott, he knows all the facts. He's an amazing leader. He's taught so many people around the world, and he's here to give us what we need so we can take our business to the next level. Mr. Scott, are you there?
yes, young lady, I'm absolutely online. I appreciate you, Miss Patricia. You said island. Is that right? The right way to pronounce it is island? Because I know some people, Coach AB, will say Patricia Eland, but it's island. So make sure you guys know it's Patricia Island. So Miss Patricia Island, I appreciate you, young lady, for hosting tonight's our Sunday night Vision Mastery call, guys. And this calls are going to be important. And listen, young lady, I know you're busy, you're doing stuff, you're traveling, but you're still making time to build your business. Everything that everybody has in life we have to learn to overcome. We have to learn to be able to somehow maneuver all these things collectively. So you actually set the tone, all right, of what I was going to train on tonight because I'm gonna give some great nuggets, right? So get your pen and your pad. I want to even make sure that some of you guys have if you have a brand new notebook, let's start training on this. I'm gonna give you guys a lot of things when it comes to leadership. Everything about entrepreneurship is about leadership. It's about personal leadership. Before you can lead other people, you must first learn to lead yourself. So personal leadership is always really important. It's not just the hype of it, it's learning how to lead yourself and then learning to lead other people. It's learning to be able to become better at self so you can become better at teaching and coaching and mentoring other people. The great thing is this, a lot of my skill sets have come from me being in the industry of direct sales, network marketing, under great leaders and coaches. Between me sitting in on lesson after lesson in my corner, I got tons of notebooks. All I got notebooks over here, notebooks and over. I got notebooks. I got notebooks everywhere because for years I've been taking notes. But I went from taking notes to now delivering the information to speaking on stages, to speaking in front of 1,000 people and 5,000 people and 10,000 people, speaking alongside and on the same training platform as some of the other great speakers that you've heard of, in your generation. I've been able to be on a stage with some amazing coaches and mentors and thought leaders. It's because of leadership. It's because learning how to move yourself and learning how to move other people, learning the dynamics of leadership is really important. That's why the Leadership Academy, the TLC Leadership Academy, our Leadership Academy is really important. Not just getting people in, but it's learning to get people in, keep them in, and then move them along. So write this down, guys, because Patricia said just now she was with some other people in the same space that she's in, right? And what did you say? What did you say, Patricia? Because I hate to use I don't really want to say the wrong word. What is it that your job title is?
Um, Flight attendant.
Flight attendant. Now I say that because back in the day people would say stewardess and things like that. And I don't want to say the I don't want to say the wrong thing, all right? Because it's a flight attendant. I want to make sure that everybody understands it's a flight attendant. But in your space of doing that and traveling, you're still making time to find time to separate yourself so you can be on this call. But that's why it comes to this focus tonight, right? Let's talk about three spheres of life. Then I'm going to kind of go into some leadership stuff. But write these three spheres down. These three spheres that I want you to focus on. I want you to understand that you have yourself, you have your work, and then you have your life. You have three different spheres. You have yourself, how you focus on self, how you take care of self, all the things that you got going to just reach yourself. Then, of course, your work and then life. And most people with those three spheres, A lot of times we think that these spheres of life are going to be equal. We like to say, people say we got to have balance with everything. Well, a lot of time the balance is knowing that all things are not going to be properly in balance. As long as you understand that your balance is knowing that it's not going to be 50% here, 50% here, 50% here, 50% here. It's not going to be 4 quarters of balance. It's not going to be balance of everything. One third here, one third here, one. It's not. Some things may be a little off, but that's a part of knowing that's the balance. As long as you understand that even in your balance, some things are going to be unbalanced. It still provides balance. It provides a level of thinking certainty for you to be able to understand your moment. That means, let's say if you got yourself, right? Right before I did this call, I was texting a few of my friends to kind of see what's going on. Because again, I'm looking to get some products sold. But I also said to myself, let me start touching bases with people, checking in with people. Let me start sending some text messages out and seeing who's available just for some conversations, things like that. So I'm texting. I'm like, hey, what's going on? How things going? And somebody sent me a picture of them. I guess they just was in a car accident and their bumper was off. And I'm like, everything is good. He's like, yeah. I'm saying that it looks bad, but the bumper just came off. And I was talking to somebody else earlier. They was in a car accident that they told me they was in a car accident like yesterday or so. And the thing is this, guys, all these things, I understand that when things start to happen to you, for yourself, it can throw off other things for you. Now, when you go to work, you're in a bad mode, or you're still thinking about things that happened to you while you at work. So now you're having problems. Things is happening for you and work, and then of course the rest of your life. Because even though you got things that you got to focus on for yourself, your life may be not just yourself. Your life may be your children. It may be your grandchildren. It may be other things. So now you're focusing on your life and all the other things that's happening with your life. So now you're not putting time because I can't get with my children and my grandchildren because of my work. I can't do this at my work because I got problems with my grandkids. I can't do this at my work or with my grandkids because this was happening to me and myself. All these things are a fact of life, and understanding that when we know it, we know these things are the challenges. We understand what they are, but we have to allow ourselves to grow past those things, knowing that there's a leadership direction that you want to focus on, because you got to focus on self first, right? But leader of one, write that down, leader of many. If I can't lead one, I can't lead any. And if you want to build an amazing team of people all around the world or nationwide or whatever it is, it's about learning to lead people and learning to direct people. Now, directing, write this down. Directing leads people to where they need to go and not where they want to go. But you also got to understand directing is for yourself. Lead yourself to where you need to go, not just where you want to go. Because sometimes we don't want to go someplace, and that's where we exactly need to be. But if you're looking to lead other people, you got to understand that you have to lead people to where they need to go and not where they want to go, because most of us are going to do our best to take the least. We all do that. We try to do the path of what you call of least resistance, the thing that's going to be the least amount of pain. Many of us, mostly everybody, because I'm a coach in real life, right? A coach, like a coach, like I've been training and working through Tony Robbins, right, and his understanding of what it is to be a coach. So I've went through the certification of his process, and so I can understand people. And Patricia said Mr. Scott has a way with people is because as a coach, I had to understand more things about people, but I asked a lot of questions when I'm talking to people so I can understand. I had a call with several of you guys today, and I asked questions before I just started talking, because I understand that to know, I got to know where you at, see what's going on. And I know if I'm looking to be able to help direct you, I got to lead you to where you need to go, not just where you want to go. Because when you're going through pain, everything we do is normally to avoid pain. And because we don't want to, we're trying to avoid pain, we're going to do all we can do. So we want to go to where we don't want to have that pain. And a lot of times we don't have that pain of regret. We don't have the pain of someone telling you no, so you don't want to make a phone call. You don't have the pain of embarrassment. So what you consider as pain many times is not even a real thing. It's just a thought thing, but it's not even something that most people are even thinking about. You're embarrassed about a thing that a person's not even thinking about it past your own thoughts. But you got to understand, guys, that when you're directing a person, people have to buy into the path of leadership. Leadership is getting people to do what you want them to do because they want to do it. Not because you want them. Listen, you want them to do it, but you can't make them do it. But it's getting people to do what you want them to do because they want to do it. So you have to provide a leadership path. You got to get people to buy into. And a lot of times you got to create an emotional buy-in. That's why when I ask questions, I want to know where you are, what's happening. But I can't make you do it. I can't make you be in a space, but I got to ask the right questions. The quality of your life will be determined by the quality of the questions you learn to ask. So when it comes to directing people, and you know directing is a function of the heart, and you have to create an emotional buy-in with that function of the heart. And I want to share with people, I want to share with them the journey of where we're going. That's why every time I've been talking to you guys individually, I wasn't just saying this was happening, this what I'm doing. I've been talking to you and saying I'm giving you the all the parameters so you can make a well-informed decision if you want to be in this space with me of leadership. Because I understand that directing is more action oriented. And I want to get people to buy into the direction. Even prior to us starting this call, we were talking and giving some talk. We had a quick talk to leaders, and so we could understand the parameters of what leadership means to be a part of the Leadership Academy, to a TLC Leadership Academy, to actually learn to lead in TLC, learn to lead in business, learn to lead in life, learn other ways. But it's getting people to buy into to the direction. My mentor said to me a long time ago, he said, good leadership people will follow, powerful leadership people multiply. He said, when you don't want to just invite people and get them to be connected to you, just to be connected. You want to get people to be connected in the journey of it. I want you to be connected in the journey of what we have going on. That's why, as I've been preparing you guys, I'm like, this is what we do together. Not sit to the side and watch me do this, watch me get here, do this over here so I can. Let me get you. You have to get people to buy into the journey for them to see how it can benefit them. But we have to understand that there's mistakes that people make in directing. When I say you got to get people to have an emotional buy-in, there's three biggest mistakes that people make in directing. Is one, manipulation, write that down. Two, pressure. Three, is self-serving. And we all have a level of conversations that we have to manipulate, right? Is because sometimes we say it and it seems like it's a bad word, but everything you do, whether it's a baby crying, they're trying to manipulate your emotions. You know how some kids like when they making a noise, they know that as they cry, somebody's gonna come and get them. As they cry, somebody's gonna come. So I've even seen videos where a little girl, she was like, "Now what you got to do is you gotta when I cry, you gotta make." I'm like, so you literally know so you telling your dad, no, 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 dad, when I cry, you have to come. So I'm like, yo, you learn the manipulation early in the game, and you like, yo, dad, you want your dad to buy into your manipulation, but that's the thing, manipulation could be done to for good and for bad. And of course, when we say certain things, we want people to be manipulated into doing the right thing for themselves. We want to say certain things to set a way of how a person thinks so they can evolve, so that they can have another level of success. But manipulation that what I'm talking about is how we manipulate to where you're trying to be where it's about you. It's about hurting other people. It's not about what they can get out of it. It's about what you can get out of it. So those three big mistakes: manipulation, pressure, and also where it's self-serving. You have to be very aware of how you're communicating, how you're working with people. See, write this down. Direct people with what they would get out of it. When I coach with people, I'm always helping them understand what they're going to get out of it. When I talk with a young lady who she has a team and a family, she has a family. She's here in America. She has family in Nicaragua. We're talking about Nicaragua, talking about family members that's in what she's doing. So when I understood, I'm asking questions. I said, this is what we're going to do with you to help you in this place right here, because I know that's what her vision is, what she has. So I'm gonna attach myself to what she's looking to do to help her accomplish her goals, help her get what she want to get. You're helping other people get what they want to get. You're going to get yours in the process. but you got to help other people in that process when you're directing people. And again, I said directing is a function of the heart. So you have to be connecting in that space. People got to feel everything that you're saying. First, to know what you know. When you're giving stuff, you want them to feel it, to know what you know. Then they know that they know. In the very beginning, they don't believe in themselves. So you got to talk to get them to know what you know so they trust you from what you know. Then you'll start to coach and start to train and get them to believe in themselves now that they know that they know. That's why, as many of you guys who are on this call, you think back to how I always talked with you and I ask questions of you and I get you to believe in yourself. See, the thing is this, like right now, I'm talking to you guys here, like right here, right? And people, I'm going live on IG, and people follow people on IG, but they're looking for a certain level of, like I said earlier, a lot of times on IG, people are so used to fake and phony and trying to dress a certain way and look a certain, and people are acting like no, there's no problems, and people are going through it. But when they log in on IG, because it may not be what they want. Remember I said in the very beginning, people they want to do what they want to do. They want to hear what they want because in their mindset, this is not important. But I can literally preface it by saying I've been able to earn this ring here with this company that we represent because I've been able to earn over $1 million doing it on upwards close to heading towards $2 million, right? Been able to earn that. And again, that's not stuff to impress you. It's only because of what I've been able to learn and do. I've been able to teach. And I've been able to build teams all around the world, in the US and out of the US, multiple countries. I got tons of pictures that I have where I got groups here, groups there, groups in this country, groups, and not just one or two people. I'm talking about teams and groups and hundreds and thousands and all these different places because I've learned how to move the people, how to give the people what they want, help the people succeed. But on IG, because it may not be what they look for, what they think it ain't important, but it is the most important thing because when you have someone who's done a thing and they're going to give you, because I'm teaching you my thinking. It ain't just the one, two, three. It ain't just the steps on certain. It ain't just what people think that it is. It's not just I can. People always want to know. Well, what's the key? Give me the one nugget. Leadership is the one nugget I can give to you. And people like this. Well, I'm a natural born leader. What? Why do you? What qualifies you in your mindset? Just because you talk, or you got people who follow you, and are the people who follow you, do they follow you because they're scared of you? They follow you because they're getting something from you? Or they follow you because you're elevating them? Or just following just because we just like to be around each other and just need somebody to be around? Or are you helping to elevate people in this process? So because I've had this level of experience and success, when I'm giving this information, I'm giving you my very best so you could be your very best. And people try to direct people, write this down, with one dimensional leadership. You must have multi-dimensional leadership. So in the Leadership Academy, that's what it's all about. It's teaching people to have multi-dimensional leadership, not just one dimension. And it's important that you understand there's a language in leadership and a language in direction. I was coaching another person on the call, and we was having a call. And again, I'm always coaching people after calls and things. And they were saying, you talk in such a way that I've never heard before. You talk in a way of how most people, because I've been trained by leaders how to lead. I talk from a leadership perspective because I'm a certified speaker through John C. Maxwell. I can speak on his platforms. I can speak using his books and his trainings, and I read tons of books and I train on tons of information from John C. Maxwell. I follow and I'm as a coach through Tony Robbins and things like that. So my vernacular and how I articulate is different than somebody else who just may not have been in that circle of people or around that level. But there's a language of it. There's a language of leadership. There's a language in direction, directing people. And of course, we can direct people through voicemails. we can give them some direction through voice notes. Many of you guys get voice notes from me, right? Because I know I can go. When I talk, I can go. So I leave a voice note so I can be limited in my go time. All right. So that's why you like he sent a bunch of voice notes. That's so I can be limited in my go time because I can start talking. I want to train. I want to give all this insights. I'm like, let me just give a quick voice note. And my quick voice note maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's supposed to be 1 minute, supposed to be 30 seconds, but I'm gonna be like, you know what? And also, I'm also gonna add stuff with it, but I know that's a part of how I lead. So I'll give a voice note. Emails can be a way of how you lead, how we're talking about directing people, how you might can direct, but email, there's no emotional buy into the stuff a lot of times. Most people like myself, I don't check emails. I got 10, 20 different emails. I got different businesses that I own. I do real estate. So I'm checking all these different emails from different things from my courier route, from the real estate to different things that I do. I'm checking all, sometimes I don't even go into the emails. I'm like, there's just so much stuff. Then you go to different companies and they want to put your email address and you get all these emails from all these. So sometimes I don't check emails. So yeah, emails can be a way, but in my mindset, a lot of times not the most effective, even though there are people who normally still pop into emails. A way of how you can direct people is with a quick power talk, a 5 or 10 minute conference call you can have with your group or your team and just give some nuggets real quick. In our group today, somebody was saying, this is what I'm good at, what I'm doing. I listen. I said, talk about it, train on it. That means give a quick vid. So she sent the video link to something that she did. That's like a 2-minute video, what she did. I'm like, if somebody did it, you do the same thing. If it gets them sales and they doing it, do it. But have a power talk with your people, 5 or 10 minute conference. I used to send out links, right? It was an organization I had years ago, right? Not in TLC, it was even before that. I just have something I call Power Talk. And I would send a quick text. I'm like, go Power Talk. And just randomly, I would send a text because that was before video talks and people wasn't distracted with everybody on social media and hearing all these people. Oh, girl, you talking to me? You talking to me, bro? Everybody's a podcaster. Everybody got something they talking about. All this other stuff that people do nowadays. It wasn't a distraction back then. So when people would get a text saying Power Talk, they will be just popping on the call. It'll be dozens of people at a time, 10, 30, 40, 50, 100 people popping on. I would just give 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I'd be like, power. And somebody tell me who's on the call. I'm like, power talk. Then they would give whatever got going on in their life, something powerful to say, power. And I would just do this randomly because I was looking to develop leaders and get people into a mode. But I was having so many people flowing because you can have a quick 5 to 10 minute power talk with your people to encourage, to become a good role model. Write that down. All right. All this other stuff. How you want to direct people, you can encourage them. Become a good role model is how you direct people. People still see you, they'll want to follow, they want to be like you in your space. So you got to be willing to become a good role model. You can direct people with social events. You can come together with your group and your team and everybody. And again, there's organizations and people, we do that all the time, get together. I've been trying to I was telling John Licari, Mr. Licari, I'm like, listen, I'm about to get ready to start traveling around. I want to start doing some more social events, connecting with people. You know why? Because I know that's a way of how I can help direct the people. If I've been telling you I'm going to come to you and work, because I know that's a way of how I can direct the people. Challenges is another way we can direct the people. Contests, promotions, tasks, homework, all these things. We're talking about how you can direct your people. Don't just say, watch this video. Don't just learn different ways and strategies of how you can help people succeed, help people win, put people in a space where they can become so much more. Now, directing is a 3-step process. Write this down. The first one is encourage. You have to learn to encourage the heart of the people. Number 2, have a clear path and plan to follow. Now that you're encouraged, this is what we need to do. I talk with another leader as well today. A lot of things tie back into the same thing. We were talking about how certain people encourage other people, how certain calls encourage people. People want to be on something, want to be a part of something because they want to be encouraged. But after the encouragement, you have to give a clear path and plan to follow on this is what we need to do. And many times I'll give the clear path and plan based off of what we need to do for you. This is what you should be doing. This is how it can help you as an individual. Asking the right questions, the quality of your life determined by the quality of the questions you learn to ask. I'm asking the right questions so I can learn to be able to give you the right direction. Now, this thing about coaching is asking questions. People think coaching is telling. No, mentorship is me giving you instructions, giving you things, but coaching is asking the questions. People already have the answers many times inside of them. So when I'm actually coaching, that's what we do as a coach. I get paid to coach. That means I'm asking questions that can help you learn that you already have the answer on the inside. And as we become collaborative in the answers that you have, we'll give confirmation. We'll do that one. That's the work to go. Go in that space right there. So when you understand that directing is a three-step process, encourage the heart, give them a clear path and plan to follow. And this is what we need to do. And then number three is create an excellence of what you want. Create an excellence of what you want so that it models the way. If you say that you're going to be this, you're going to have this type of organization, I'm giving you the framework. This is what we need to do. Now you have to create an excellence of what we want. Excellence. You got to be able to say, listen, I'm going to help lead. Helping to lead means I'm going to be vocal. I'm going to do my part. I'm going to be a creator of worlds, a creator of organization, a creator of people. I'm going to be a creator for myself, but it's going to be an excellence in how I'm going to create. And you have to constantly direct your people. First, you direct people by showing them and then follow up. You know how I'm doing this call? I'm showing you. Then I'm following for you to do it. I'll say, get on the call and host because I'm showing you first. And then I'm following up to make sure you do it. I'm going to show people where they're going and get them to start their journey. You have to show people where they are going. This is the direction and get them to start the journey. When we're talking about directing, let's see words. You know how we always say words, we'll spell a word because not anything in a crazy way, but word, let me to say a word means you have to spell the word. You're saying the word, but the word is being spelled. So when people hear the languaging of certain things, they may go, "Oh, you're talking about this." No, you say spell it. Not casting a spell, but there's a spell that you're speaking things into existence. You're speaking. But the thing is this: words mean something, and they start off at a space. So when it comes to directing, let's say di comes from, it's like a Latin word that means distinctly. That means when I'm looking to direct somebody, I have a distinct understanding of the direction we want to go. Distinctly, that means die. Recting or regere, or which is Latin, which means directus, all this other stuff means to rectify, to put straight. That means I'm going to distinctly put you straight on this path, distinctly put you straight on that path. I'm going to distinctly focus in on this, and this is the path that we're going to work together. So all these things are important when it comes to leading, when it comes to directing, when it comes to working with people. All these things that I'm sharing with you guys are just important. And when we start to work with people, when we start to understand these things, when we get and we understand that there's so much more to what we're doing in our space when it comes to people. And we understand that there's two roads that people are looking at when we want them to do things. There's your road, and then there's their road. It's your road, and then it's their road. And most people, when we're working with them, they want to follow their own direction, even if the direction have caused them to crash and burn many times. And we like say, well, I know what I know is I'm gonna do it the way I do it. My success in life has come from me learning to follow people who have had success. I've been following people over the years where if, I remember one time talking to a coach and a leader that I had. And every time he was talking, I'm like, yeah, because I understand that. Yeah, that makes sense because I'm the type person. And I'm the type person like every time he's talking, I'm just talking and running my mouth and talking and yeah, I know this and yeah, I understand this. Yeah. You're right. Because every time he says something, I got something on the backside of it. Every time he would say something, I was going, because let me check. Yeah, I know you're saying because. And then one day he was like, well, if you know it, why you ain't doing it? If you know it, why your numbers ain't reflecting? Well, if you know it, then I'm like, instead of getting myself hurt, my feelings hurt, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, shut your your damn mouth, Jason. Stop talking all the time, acting like you got it. Like you, because if I've had it, I wouldn't have to be asking. I wouldn't have to be in this. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's easy. I can do that. Why you ain't doing it then? Because it was. I'm thinking it's they're giving the path. They're giving me the right road, but I want to kind of. Well, let me tell you how I normally do. Let me tell you. But the way I did things was having me broke. And broke means different things to different people. I don't care if you're at $200 a week or $2,000 a week. If you don't have enough income at the end of your responsibilities, you're absolutely broke. It's okay to be broke. It's not okay to stay that way. And staying that way is a choice. And the choice is a voluntary act of doing that which is preferred. So you got to ask yourself, what do you prefer out of your life right now? What is it that you want more of? And you got to get people on the right road. Your way is their way or the right way. And that's why we said we don't just do what works, we do what duplicates. So I teach people duplicatable skill sets. And also, when you're directing people, make good on your promise. If you promising them a certain thing, you promise you're going to be there, you promise you're going to work through them, promise you're going to do it. Do it and keep your promise. Everybody, we're gonna do this cause and you ain't showing up. I'm gonna do the story and you ain't there. If you say you're gonna do the thing, do it. If you make good on your promise, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna coach you. I'm gonna be there for you. Make good on your promise. I can't follow leaders who keep on. Every time they say they're gonna do, they're not doing the thing. You want me to do it? You don't want to do none of it yourself? No, I told you earlier. I'm gonna show you by doing it. I'm gonna show you the way. As a leader, you gotta keep good. If you say you're gonna do a thing, keep your promise, keep your word. Because directing people is something that you give away, not do. You give it. I'm directing you because I'm giving it to you. I'm giving you. It's in me, and it's a energy. It's a love energy. I'm good. I'm good. I'm giving it away. And when you're working with people, I want you to always write this down. Always train with a what, why, when process, so you can find your passion for directing. A lot of times when I'll talk in the way that I do because I'm always understanding. Let me give people what, then understand the reasons why. Because I understand that people are more prone to do what you want them to do when they understand why to do it and when to do it. Do this at this right here and this time right here. And get back with me on this right here. Hit me back after this right here. Call me because it's about accountability. And then when you do this, when give them the win on stuff. And when you do this gonna happen. This when it can happen by. And you really gotta get a passion for this right here. And there's three types of passion. Because I'm gonna wrap this call up pretty quickly. I'm not gonna keep it at an hour. But there's three types of passion. Right? Write this down. Manufactured passion. This is what coaches do. Like I'm talking about like coaches, like football coaches and things like that, right? And when you have like a manufactured passion, it's like you put things together, you assemble it. It's like teamwork, encouragement. You manufacturing passion by putting things together and the people together and assembling the organization together and the team. You know how I'm looking to manufacture this passion with the group, with the organization. I'm trying to assemble a team of leaders who want to come together to bring their talent, to bring their worth, to bring their voice, to bring their actions to the team, to help assemble the team. Because I understand that I'm in a space where I'm passionate in another way, but I have to have this manufactured passion because all people may not be passionate about the thing yet, because it's the function of the mind. You have to think this thing through. You got to understand these things. You got to see this thing. You got to see the missing pieces of the puzzles and who's showing up and whose camera's off and how can I get you to cut your camera? How can I get you to be a willing participant? How can I get you to host? How can I get you to talk? How can I get you to toast? All the things that I'm looking to do, it's an assembly of it, but it's a function of the mind. And then, of course, from the manufactured passion, we can have forced passion, and that forced passion is something where it's kind of like where people will like a dream, like a job will have a forced passion. It's like a fear-based passion. A job will force you to have passion about it. You're gonna get excited or you're gonna get fired. You're gonna show up. You're gonna get you and some people do it. but they don't feel good about it because they feel more fear than they feel a love for it. True passion comes from the heart. True passion comes from the infinite. True passion comes from a deep heart connection. That's why people who are about sports, they have a true passion. When they into like today, I'm not into sports, right? And a lot of people are. I'm into some sports, but not like a fanatic. A fan is basically short for fanatic. Some of you guys know it, some didn't know it, but fan is short for fanatic. We say I'm a fan of that. Well, it means you're a fanatic about that. I'll like certain things, but I may not be a fanatic about it. I'm not like a fan about it. I mean, ask me a bunch of questions about it. I don't know who's like today. I don't know who's people say. I gotta watch the sports. I'm like, I'm at the grocery store. This guy in line. He's like, yeah, because I can't get home. Watch this. They be like, who you? I'm like, don't ask me no questions. I don't know who playing. I used to be ashamed and embarrassed to be around guys because they want to start talking. I'd be like, I start acting like I gotta take a phone call. I try to get away because I don't want nobody to ask me stuff. But now I'm like, yo, bro, I'm clueless. I don't know. Why? Because when I was a kid growing up, was on welfare. I was out in the streets buying things wholesale, selling to retail. I was at the corner store asking, can I help to sweep up and do things to help my mother bring in some extra income and money? So I was always in that space, but I also a person who used to read comic books and a bunch of other stuff, skateboarding, roller skating, fishing, all this other. I'm in the projects in the hood, like a nerdy type guy in that space. All right, that was my. So I wasn't into sports and all this other stuff. Yeah, I'll go play basketball until I'm out there and the bully on the block. All right, he's like, yo, toss me the ball. I'm like, nah. He's like, man, toss me that ball, man. I'm like, no, because you won't take it. He's like, man, just pass me the ball. Nobody wants your damn ball. I'm like, all right, here. So he like this. He took the ball. He's like this. And he ran off. I'm like, Porter K! No! He didn't ran off on my ball. He faked me waving. He was about to shoot the ball. He bouncing it, put in his hand, bouncing it, put in his hand, then he took off. So since that time, I'm like, I don't really want to play no basketball. Because these guys, so I resigned from basketball, football, all this other stuff. Because I'm like, man, I can't even enjoy myself out here because of how so yeah, so no. I wasn't really into sports. I wasn't into that space. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I got passionate about other stuff. But that true passion that comes from the hearts from these fanatics being a fan, they serious about these sports. It comes from a love of it. When you have a true passion of this thing. And there's different directing styles that people can have. And I don't want to go deep into that, but you can have like a domineering style or and let's say if I want to break down the word, if I want to break down directing, right? If I want to just break down directing. If I want to break it down, I can tell you like D is for domineering leader. Nothing but pressure, 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 more manipulation. It comes from an insecure, heart set, insecure based leadership, dictator style leadership, just putting pressure, domineering. I've known many leaders that way. They'll move thousands of dollars in volume, $1 million in volume, because they put in pressure and manipulation and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they come from an insecure heart themselves, but they'll dominate. And then I is intuitive leader. And every leader has a percentage of it. Everybody got a percentage of intuitive leader. You have to have a way to know who needs what. People who are intuitive are deeply connected to like their base of people they're working with. And they're connected to like their vision. And you're gonna be you kind of have these gut feelings about things. And your gut a lot of times is correct because you have a intuition. And some leaders have a better intuition than other people. And I can't really, it can be developed, because really the intuition can be developed through going through lessons and learning, and then you start to incorporate your intuition with things that you've seen. So you can have you can learn to rely on it more, but everybody got a percentage of it inside them. R is repetitious leader. That means you're going to give it to them until it sinks in. Every great leader has a percentage of that as well. You're going to make sure that you have to give it to them again and again. You're going to say the same thing because they say repetition is the mother of learning. Some people say repetition is the mother of skill. But I used to know that if you're a repetitious leader, you can help other people because I'm the type of person where I have to hear it several times. I got to see it several times. I got to see it several and hear it. I got to see it. I got to hear it. I got to feel it. I got to be immersed in it. Got me? Constantly repeating it. And that's good. E is empowerment leader. You'll follow them around every place they go. People want to be around you when you an empowerment leader. I like to always say empowerment is simply enabling other people to act upon that which they already know that they are truly destined for something great. And when you empower people, the impact of the people becomes outstanding because people become addicted to hope. And hope is the only thing that's stronger than fear. And fear is the most difficult thing to overcome because we've been hardwired to remember fear best. So when you're empowering people, you got to constantly put them in a situation that causes them to grow as a leader. Now you understand why I had the conversation I had with you guys before this call, because I'm looking to empower. I said, there's no emotions to this. No, it's just let me empower you to know, you know what I'm saying? So you can know what to do, when to do it, and why it's okay to do it. C is charismatic. People can become very charismatic and people follow them. People want to do what you do because they kind of like your flow. People like Denzel Washington over the years, he was like he had like powerful charisma. I've even seen people like in network marketing, people in different businesses, people in who's they may be actors, they can be in other things. They have a powerful charisma about themselves. And some people use it for good, some people use it for bad, but you know that part of that process when you understand it. Like even Bill Clinton back in the days, he had a great charisma, you know what I'm saying, about himself and how he was flowing. Barack Obama had a very charismatic in how he was leading, but charisma can be a double-edged sword. Jim Jones was a charismatic leader. People followed him around to the very end, to where he created that, where they all drink the cyanide laced Kool-Aid and hundreds of people. So so you can be a charismatic person, but it can be a double-edged sword. But when you have charisma and you understand that people follow you, spend time with them, encourage them. Make sure you leave voicemails and voice notes and cards and other things so that they can feel connected. And T, of course, when it comes to direct, is teacher. A leadership style that's good in network marketing is to become a good teacher. Learning skill set that you can teach other people, that you can go on to build something big. Because three traits of great directors are people like every great leader mobilizes people. Write that down, and I'm going to be done. Every great leader mobilizes people. I'm talking like great director, I'm saying. They'll mobilize people. The secret to mobilizing people is engaging them in the process. Number two is a master communicator. You learn to communicate. And three, when it comes to being a great director, is delegating. You become a great delegator, teaching people to delegate. Because the bottom line, guys, empowering leaders is the most important thing you can do. You got to increase your personal activity levels so you can show other people to do it. That's why every time you guys are saying you're good at this, I'm like, do it and teach other people. Increase your own personal activity levels. Like me doing these calls, I'm doing more stuff so I can increase my own personal activity. Doing more calls, more stuff, add more people. But I'm like, let me take a lead. Let me do it myself before I tell other people what you should do. Let me do it myself. And that's the great thing about when I become that type of leader in my mind where I'm not waiting for other leaders to do it, I got to collab. See, is it okay if no, let me just do it. Let me just lead. Let me work with other leaders who coming up, who side by side. Hey, guys, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it together. I'm in that space, but I gotta increase my personal activity and not waiting. Well, he'll tell me what to do next. She'll tell me what to do next. No, I don't want to wait. I'm just gonna lead. I'm just gonna do it. That's when duplication starts to take place. Subconsciously, people will duplicate what you do, which is why I always say, have your camera out, because your people watching you. You got your cameras up, their cameras off. You're not talking or texting or responding in the chat group, they're not doing it. Yeah, you may talk to them one-on-one, but we talking about building teams. How can you build a team of people and just you and one person? Y'all just communicating. That's not a team, that's you and that person. So to learn how to communicate, you got to be a communicator physically. Cameras, people can see you. They see how their reactions. Your team is what your team is seeing you smile. They feel connected to you. They see how you communicate. All these things, guys, are important for our belief system for success. I want to make sure that as we step into the next space of leadership, that people really understand this. That our leadership is going to be superb. I'm looking to build a team of leaders and partners who at another level of understanding, of thinking, of empowerment, of building. And the great thing is this, it transfers to everything that you do, AB. It transfers everything. It transfers to other areas. Remember I said you start up with the three spheres of your life with yourself and your work and then your life. It transfers to everything. It transfers to how you communicate and how you see yourself at work, how you see yourself for yourself. Chef's kiss. Exactly right. All right. It transfers how you see your children. You guys saw how my grandson, I'm talking, he coming downstairs, I'm like, yo, what you doing? What you about to do? Okay, go ahead. Cause the reason I have to do that, guys, because I'm easily distracted, right? I'm a person where, as like some people say, don't speak certain things out, but it is what it is, right? I'm neurodivergent. ADHD is a challenge. How I can be easily distracted. So things happen around will get incorporated into my conversation, my thoughts because of how my brain works. So when you walking past me, is either I have to acknowledge it and say something, or if I try to ignore it, I'm like pausing, and you can see that I'm distracted because I'm like So I have to be like, oh, come on, go ahead and get on by. Now I say that because my personal development, and personal growth has come from me going, hey, go ahead, and hurry up, I'm doing my call, get your water and come go back upstairs. Boy, you always waiting something. You'll be upstairs for 9 hours. As soon as I start talking, you come downstairs. Go ahead back upstairs. I go from that. That's what I'm at now. I used to be like this. I wait. I try to put the camera off and the mic off, but y'all don't see me. But I'm like, get your ass upstairs. So I'm normally trying to. I'm normally got my. That's how so. I'm like, get up there. So I got the mic off and everything because I'm trying to get to. Yeah, you know how you like that. Get, every time I say that. So through personal development, how I see things, I've learned to okay, okay, just can you hurry up, please, so I can continue to do what I'm doing. Learning to learning all these things that we're talking about is important for personal growth, personal development, and learning to move yourself and your organization. Guys, this has been our hour of power. This has been our Sunday night vision mastery call. Take the information, take the insight, learn how you can incorporate the things you're talking about in your three spheres. And some of you guys may have logged on late, but I started the call talking about the three spheres of life: yourself, your work, and your life. Three different spheres that I coach when I work with people as a coach. Help them identify those three spheres and where they fit in the spheres and how those three spheres can work together. But I've given you skill sets today on how to think about yourself, how to think about your life, how to think about how you show up at your work. All right, so you become better in all areas, and of course, become better at yourself in business. Do I have any leader have any last minute comment, statement, anything you want to share before we're done? If so, unmute your mic, and you can. If not, we're going to end the call. I'm not sure if I muted everybody out.
Mr. Scott?
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
hey, I'm sorry. I don't know who was trying to speak before me, but I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you for this great information. It's refreshing to hear, to be reconnected. And you are so right. You can't lead others until you can lead yourself. And doing the hard thing, the work, has to be done. Because if you're not doing it, how can you ask somebody else to do it? Excuse the background noise. My husband's watching football. But yeah. Um, but I'm excited and I'm just looking forward to see what this amazing organization produces. I know good a tree produces good fruit, and this is a good tree, and I know there's some great fruit being produced. So thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you as well. You're such a dynamic leader, business partner. We've been partners for years. We've done some great things for years. I mean, when we always getting started, we incorporated so many things that other people in the company started utilizing. Even before the videos was a thing, And when it became a thing, we started doing like the virtual walkout and things like that, just so people can be encouraged and if you said encouraged, directing people and making people a part of something. And we've been doing this for a long time. So it's great to have you back connected so you can help in this process of leading. This leadership journey is going to grow you, grow myself, grow other leaders as well as we in this new space of ensuring that TLC 2.0 becomes the company it needs to become. We got to become the leaders ourselves in order to lead the masses in the company. So appreciate you, young lady. Thank you for sharing that as well. Sharon, I see you raise your hand, lady. Anything you want to share?
Yes, good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is well received tonight. Thank you so much. Well needed. Hey, AB, welcome back. Yes, so yeah, I just want to say this is my big takeaway, directing the people to where they need to go. And this is exactly what I am going to focus on right now because we need the people and we have to direct them, and just stay focused. Just stay focused. So I just want to say thank you once more. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you and congratulations on
Welcome.
all your success. Congratulations on what's
Thank
coming
you.
next for you. And I'm super excited for your journey because you yourself have shown that you're masterful at retail, masterful at talking to people. You make it happen all the time. And I can't wait for you to start giving back and teaching everybody those skill sets that you've had. That you've been able to utilize to get you a nice home and pay. Listen, you're doing some great things through your retail, girl. I just want to just say that. So I appreciate you. And I know we've got a lot of other great
Thank you.
people on the call as well. So thank you so much, Miss Sharon Robinson. God,
Welcome,
listen,
sir.
this has been our Sunday night vision mastery call. Always remember, giving the sum total of all your decisions. You cannot change who you are, but giving new life, new vision, new unity, you can change who you become. So with that tonight, not tomorrow, next week, but like right now, let's all just become. You guys have a great and a powerful new you. See you guys soon.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everybody.